After Alexandra Eala was eliminated early in the National Bank Open, Alexandra Eala will skip the Cincinnati Open to be able to rest and recover from a minor shoulder injury. By the way, here is a recap of her previous tournaments. Alexandra Eala managed to win the first set against the former Grand Slam champion, Marketa Vondrousova, with a score of 6-3. But in the second and third set, the former Grand Slam champion dominated Alexandra Eala with a score of 6-1 in the second set and 6-2 in the third and final set.
The duo of Alexandra Eala and Eva Lise prepared for the duo of Olga Danilovic and Anastasia Potapova. But there is a change of opponent at the last minute for some unknown reason, in which Alexandra Eala and Eva Lise did not train for, or if they did, they only have few hours to study and train against the duo of Ingrid Martens and Quinn Gleason. As a result, Alexandra Eala and Eva Lise lost into straight sets with the score of 6-4 and 6-2. The tired Alexandra Eala, who played at the finals of Lexus Eastbourne Open 2 to 3 days prior to her first match in the Wimbledon Open, is facing the defending champion in her very first match, and in the first set she showed why she is a finalist in the Lexus Eastbourne Open with a score of 6-3. But in the second set, Barbara Krejcikova, the defending champion in Wimbledon, showed Alexandra Eala why she is the defending champion in Wimbledon with a score of 6-2 in the second set. And in the third set, she dominated Alexandra Eala and studied Alexandra Eala's moves and countered it. And she showed Alexandra Eala what champions are capable of in a high level of tournaments such as the Grand Slam, but her loss to Barbara Krejcikova is more of a lesson than a lose. Because for sure Alexandra Eala learned a lot from that match against the defending Grand Slam champion. By the way, here is a post-match interview of Alexandra Eala after her match with the defending champion in Wimbledon named Barbara Krejcikova.
Well, obviously the match was tough, I think. There were so many moments where she showed her skill and she showed, why she's defending champion. So much to take away and so much to be happy about, because the dream debut was, it was a reality. Yeah. Of course. I mean, coming into this match, it was a big deal. So nothing too much, but just a small talk with my team. I think just to, especially after such a long week, just to go out there and be prepared for anything that I was about to face. Obviously, so many things could have happened in my first time in such a big court and such a historic moment. So I think that required a lot of mental strength from me. And I think I held my own quite well during the match. I think, well, of course, I was a bit tired today. Which is completely normal. And it's not to say that it was, a big factor of, of the result. I think she dominated me in the second set and in the third set as well. But in the end, this is the job. The job is to be ready again, time and time again. So I will work to be better. Well, I think, US Open is still quite a ways away. Right now, my priority is to recover, focus on doubles, and then take a nice holiday. And then I'll start to think about US Open.
Alexandra Eala lost in a match that could have gone either ways, but even though she lost, we witnessed her world-class skills, and based on her performance in the finals against Maya Joint, she has nothing to be ashamed of, and in my opinion, she will have her time, and it won't take long before she becomes a champion herself, because she has the skills to defeat world-class opponents. After her run at the Lexus Eastbourne Open 2025, Alexandra Eala is now ranked 56 in the world because she defeated top-caliber opponents and managed to reach the finals and almost won it. By the way, guys, Alexandra Eala is the niece of the former PBA commissioner Noli Eala.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Maya for a great match and a great tournament. Yeah, I think you did really well. And I think, if I was to lose to anyone this week, it would definitely be you. So congratulations. Yeah, I want to thank the organizers, LTA, for such a beautiful tournament, and of course, everybody who came to watch. I think you guys made it super special. It's my first WTA final, and yeah, it's a big deal for me, and for my country too, because it's historic. It's the first time any Filipina has done anything. Yeah, I guess that's also why I'm so emotional, but it's only the first. I'll definitely work hard to do more. Wimbledon is next week, so hopefully I'll forget about this match soon. Anyway, I'd like to thank my family and my team sitting right there. Yeah, it's been a crazy year. So I'll remember this week and this moment forever. So thank you, everybody.
Given how she's feeling, what lovely words from Alexandra Eala. And Mum and Dad having a hug as well. A few tears over there.
Congratulations, Maya. Wow, what a final that was. Your second grass court event and lifting the title. What emotions are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling relieved. That was a really tough match. I'm really happy that I was able to get a second title. I definitely didn't think at the beginning of the week that I'd come back winning it, but, well, yeah.
And 2 titles on 2 different surfaces at just 19. Would you say you're fairly comfortable on these surfaces now?
I definitely think I'm comfortable on grass. I really like grass. I mean, clay, sorry. I'm really comfortable on clay. I grew up playing on it a lot. Grass is something that I'm learning to love, and this week has definitely helped that.
And you've got to play your doubles final shortly, then on to Wimbledon. How are you preparing yourself?
Yeah, really excited to play the doubles final. I got really lucky with my partner this week, with Su Wei. I'm really excited to get to London. I'll be leaving later today, so it'll be a quick turnaround, but I'm really excited to get there.
Before her finals match against Maya Joint, she is on a 6-game win streak, and here are the opponents she defeated. And the first in the list is Zeynep Sanmez, 23-year-old, ranked 88 in the world from Turkey. Alexandra Eala defeated her in 2 straight sets with a score of 6-1 in the first set and 6-3 in the second set. Her second opponent is a young prospect from the United States of America and ranked 54 in the world. Named Haley Baptiste, and she gave Alexandra Eala a very hard time in the first and second set, in which both sets were decided in a tiebreaker, which forced a third and final set in which Alexandra dominated it because Haley Baptiste felt the toll on her body because she got tired in the first and second set, plus she has a lot of fat, so that might be a factor why she got tired. Her third opponent is a 26-year-old named Lucia Bronzetti, ranked 61 in the world from Italy. Alexandra Eala had no problem in defeating her and won 2 straight sets against her with the score of 6-0 in the first set and 6-1 in the second set. Her fourth opponent is the highest rank she faced in this tournament, with a rank of 20 in the world and rank 4 in doubles. From Latvia, the 28-year-old Jelena Ostapenko. Alexandra already defeated her last time they met at the Miami Open, but in this tournament, she dominated Alexandra Eala in the first set, but Alexandra Eala showed the heart of a true Filipina and responded with a 6-2 win in the second set that forced a third set in which Alexandra was leading, but an injury to Ostapenko's feet happened, so Alexandra Eala won because Jelena Ostapenko could not continue. Her fifth opponent is Diana Yastremska, a 25-year tennis player and ranked 42 in the world from Ukraine. Alexandra Eala dominated her and won 2 straight sets with a score of 6-1 in the first set and 6-2 in the second set. Her sixth opponent is the 24-year-old from France and ranked 111 in the world. Alexandra Eala already defeated her in the Nottingham Open, a tournament prior to this tournament. She was the Farad opponent of Alexandra Eala in the Nottingham Open and gave Alexandra a hard time, forcing a third set that Alexandra eventually won. Same story here in the Eastbourne Open, a back-and-forth match, but a very thrilling match to watch. They both gave their all that led to a third set, and it is obvious that both of them are very nervous in every shot they took, but Alexandra handled her nerves and managed to capitalize on every chance she got and won against Varvara Gracheva again in a tight fight with the score of 7-5 in the first set for Eala, 6-2 in the second set for Gracheva, and 6-3 in the third set for Eala to seal the deal and march to the final.